Hello, SEAL community. I am the Dragon Rider. Joining me today is Mirzad here, and we are going to be watching a live match. It's the Piltover Finals from TM26 versus Apes Together Strong. How you feeling, Mirzad? How's it going?
Oh, we're doing good. Just a great morning to watch this game.
Oh, for sure. There's a couple of key players. TM26, obviously being the number one seed and being the favored. One player that really look out for is their mid laner, Echo. I'm imagining there's going to be an Echo ban for the Echo player, but he's a very skilled player and he's really been dominating the Piltover division. We're just waiting on confirmation now, actually. Once we're going to be going for pro draft there, I think the teams will be starting that up shortly here. So I'm going to transition us over into our picks and bans. So Piltover divisions usually typically around it's around, I would say, like gold, platinum, and then we have like here say a couple different players, but the one that's really noticeable is obviously the Echo. Him being on a diamond player, he climbed really well this season, and so he's proven himself time and time again that he's going to be a menace in this series here. And we're going to be starting up bans now and see what they pick up. Yeah, first ban, but Echo.
That
Love to
was to be
see it.
expected.
Yeah, exactly. A Zach ban coming out from TM26. Samira in response to this as well. So it looks like TM26 might be looking for a jungle focused ban. We'll see what they do second here, but got Poppy. All right, taking out the Poppy there. They really are stopping that control CC lockdown team comp. And I think that's mainly because of Echo's champion pool having a lot of dashes. And so I think Poppy Band's a good here. While Apes Together Strong are really just countering those strong, just like side laners and people that they don't want to deal with. And taking out the Ornn there. Liking what I see here. Ornn is very good into the late game. He's a good overall, like, especially in the competitive scene. Let's see what they pick for this final span as well. Ezreal. Yeah, he's been dominating bot lane. Even if someone's played one Ezreal game, they because of Divine Sender, you just ban Ezreal. You don't want to see it ever. So Mirzad, how are you feeling about the first round of bans? What are you thinking that they're going to be pulling out here?
The Echo is definitely a great first ban. Team 26 is probably going to pick up their mid laner fairly early, so he doesn't get banned out as he is the mid focus of the team, being the highly skilled player, as well as they play through mid most of their games that I've watched.
Yeah, that's true. Nocturne being picked up here. He can be played in a really good solo lane. He can be played in the jungle, but the main focus for Nocturne is just his ulti. His ulti is just so suppressing for any team. Taking away vision is so good in this current meta, and getting those plays, and then especially after if it is in the jungle, as soon as it hits six, it's just constantly camping a lane with ulti and usually getting kills with it as well.
All-star pickup to block off the Alona engage. That was a great choice.
Yeah, I agree. Alistair's a really good counter to Leona. Really good as just a tank front line, especially after having a more of an assassin like jungler. Let's see what they pick up for Apes. Ash, all right. They're showing their bot lane, and they're probably going to be picking up jungler here just because they don't really want to show TM26 too much information. They like keeping it to the last second. They're
Oh
really
yeah.
thinking about these picks.
It's a very important game. They don't want to let
True.
anything go.
Ooh,
Gangplank can either play
Gangplank.
top or mid lane.
That's an
This
interesting
is
pick. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but it's definitely something that TM26 can really counter and play around. It must be a very comfort pick for Apes Together Strong. And the Kiana being picked up. So you're actually mentioning this before that you want to pick up that mid laner early and make sure that Echo gets the pick that he wants so he doesn't get banned out in second rotation.
yeah, I'm not sure if the Gangplank's gonna go top now because Kiana's such a strong laner in general.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll have to see what comes out of the second round for
Yeah,
this one.
I'm actually not too familiar with the if it is Gangplank versus Kiana there. I'd imagine Gangplank would be able to really do a lot of like work in the first half, like pre six. But like after six, I think Kiana just like destroys Gangplank. I don't think Gangplank really has too much to really stop it.
Gangplank capitalizes off of champions not having gap closers, and Kiana's a great assassin to close the
Mhm.
gap.
So
Every time I'm
Volibear
up
and
against the
Shen.
Gangplank mid lane, it's no fun.
True. Facts. So Volibear and Shen being banned out here. I want to see what their last couple bans are going to be. And I'm interested to know what TM26 is going to use as a counter. Who they're going to prioritize having counter pick here. So I'm imagining it's going to be the top laner. So they should be picking up the ADC here, but you know, caster's curse. They're probably
Oh yeah.
gonna.
So they respected the Gangplank pick by banning the Victor, saying that
mm.
he can also go top. It actually looks like Kiana is going top with the Diana
Might be. So I'm feeling like it's
Nocturne.
Nocturne in a solo lane, Kiana in a solo lane, and Diana jungle.
That's a very good point.
Yeah, I'm not like it's. I want to see what where they're going, and because Diana or Nocturne could be flip into a solo lane or into a jungle priority. But Skarner being picked up here. I actually really like this Skarner pick. It's a really great frontliner and a great engage tool with Leona. You can really lock someone down for an incredible amount of time. I think Leona can lock someone down for about 5 to 6 seconds just by herself. So having not Skarner
Yeah.
there is just going to be, yeah, you're not moving. Whoever's,
Let alone with the Ashel when they decide to engage.
yeah, that's
Their
true.
team is anti-movement. Pair all
Hmm.
this up with the Gangplank, a well-played Gangplank ult centered on the team fight. Everyone's slowed, stunned. It's not going to be fun for Team 26.
Yeah, Vladimir being picked up as well is a really strong kind of like safe pick and probably going to be played in the mid lane. And Tristana will be our
Tristana.
final pick and ban or picks here. And so let's talk about team comps. Let's see like who do you feel comes out on top in a team fight?
Team fight, I think the Apes, they're going to do well with the team fights due to their movement. Um, but the Tristana is great at getting away from lockdowns.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Tristana's going to have to work overtime with the Solid Star keeping them off of her in order to have a better team fight advantage.
Yeah, I agree. I'm trying to see like which team scales better, and it's kind of like Vladimir
I
can be a monster, but like is he gonna be enough for them for Apes Together Strong? And I know Tristana's really, really good late game.
on scale wise, I have to give it to Team 26 because Tristana gets any type of anti heal alongside Diana. Then Vladimir is going to have a harder time keeping that sustain in team fights.
Hmm. I'm actually gonna transition us into client here, just so we can kind of look at where each laner's going. So it does look like Nocturne actually is going to be in the top lane versus Gangplank. So that's going to be interesting to watch. Um, Nocturne versus Gangplank matchup wise, I think it's going to be more Gangplank favored. Gangplank can definitely work around and play around Nocturne. If he like Gangplank really is an amazing character against anyone who is a solo or melee rather solo melee champion. So I like to
Oh,
see them face off against each other. But after 6 there, Nocturne's just gonna roam. So playing it safe and Nocturne roaming might actually be the downfall of Gangplank.
yeah. I suspect level 6 Nocturne is going to go mid a lot to get their Kiana fed, and then he will then roam with the jungler to the bot lane to spiral out of control for Team 26.
Yeah, I totally agree. Now Vladimir into Kiana there. I'm not too familiar with this matchup. Do you know which one?
Um, Whenever I'm against a Kiana, I always plug Vladimir because he's great at just sustaining and playing safe. It's hard for her to dive with her ult when he's a blood pool.
This is true. This is true. Yeah, I
It's
guess
very
she
it's a
can't
very
really
safe
use
pick.
ulti. Yeah,
Um, I wouldn't say mid lane's the weakest player, but it's definitely the hardest lane to play against a Diamond One.
I think they're like Diamond 2, Diamond 1, something like that. So
Yeah.
I imagine that Kiana is just going to do the same thing as Nocturne and just roam. I don't think she can really kill Vladimir. I don't think she can really do much against it.
Pre six, she's just gonna have to work it with the Diana and try to catch him off guard.
Yep, that's true. Main thing I want to focus on. How do you think junglers are going to be pathing early, and where do you want to see them in the first couple minutes of the game?
I would like to see Skarner mid to shut down the Kiana, and I think Diana is going to be a little bit more relaxed because they are the heavily favored team.
hmm
But I think the Skarner is going to have to work a little bit overtime to help out the Vladimir and their bot lane.
Totally, totally, yeah. So now we're going to be going into a 3 minute spectator wait time here, so we can talk about a little bit into more of the matchups there. The one matchup we haven't really talked about before was our bot lane here. Ashe, Leona versus Tristana and Alistar. Give us some insight on what you feel is going to happen there.
I think Ash and Leon are going to have to farm it out until 6 when they really have their lockdown. Tristan and All Star is a very strong lane early and leading to the late game. It's just a great lane overall.
hmm Um,
So they just got to be worried about over pushing for the ganks from Skarner and Diana. They're just going to have to play it safe under tower to
yeah,
mid lane range.
there's something I wanted to also talk about. There's Tristana's natural ability to always be pushing in, and so hopefully we might actually see a Skarner more bot side as well, especially if they misposition or push in too hard, like you were just talking about earlier. Um, Skarner can take a huge lead and shut down, and possibly even get this Ashe and Leona ahead.
But yeah, definitely. Skarner has really strong ganks early and after 6.
hmm
Because he does have a stun to include the Ash slow with the Leona gap closers. So that
hmm
lane's going to be little tough to not get killed on from ganks.
hmm I agree. Yeah. For me personally, I'm kind of like just team comp, like just paper, like everything's on paper here. I'm kind of favoring a Apes Together Strong, just because of their whole composition. You see that they have a game plan in mind, and if they utilize it correctly, they can definitely pull it off. On the side of TM26, it's definitely like their mindset kind of feels like solo queue heroes. It's just like, yeah, like we should be playing at a better performance than these guys, so we should be able to just shut them down and make sure that they aren't able to make those wombo combo plays that are going to be happening in the late stages of this match.
Yeah, I agree. With the Nocturne top, you don't really see that much
Mhm.
other than in solo queue.
Yeah, it has recently gotten super popular. Like I said, the main thing why you pick Nocturne is just that, like, making sure laners can't see anything. So it not only affects your lane, it affects the bot lane as well. So like say if Diana's looking to set up a gank, Nocturne just can ulti, but not like go in at all, and Diana can find a flank and get really on top of them, which is interesting, you know.
Oh yeah, I was just about to bring that up if you weren't. That's a lot of map pressure just based off of ulting, and Diana, their Team 26 really has the opportunity with good communication to set some great things up.
Mm-hmm. Now we're slowly going to be getting into client here, so we are going to be transitioning into the match. So we'll see you guys on the Rift in just a couple seconds. All right, Mirzad, let's sync up. I'm in game now here. Let me know when you're at the 10-second mark, and then we'll count ourselves in.
All right.
All right.
I paused it as soon as we loaded in.
Oh, perfect. Are you? Let me know when you're at the 10-second.
All right. I am here.
Awesome. So on 3, 1, 2, 3. Nice.
Awesome.
Something we didn't really talk about too is level 1. Do you expect any teams to really like go in and try and find like an opening or do some cheese, you know, or do you think they're just both going to do 5 points?
I think there are Team 26 is they might set up a cheese and down in the bot Tribush after the leash and try to meet them there because they've got the, in my opinion, the better level 1 depending on what Ashe took as her first skill.
That's true. I think she goes W, right?
I've seen them take their like the third the Q. I've seen a couple Ashes take that when I play support.
Really?
But majority of them do take the volley.
Yeah. Is it because the passive from her E? Is that why you think? Or maybe. Makes sense. Does she have a passive on her E? Or is that am I thinking about Quinn?
You're thinking about Quinn, I believe. I don't play Ashe. I do not know.
Fair. All
Looks
right.
like
so
everyone's just starting off at their respected camps and they're just headed to lane.
Yeah, I was actually gonna touch base on that. They're actually pathing towards top side. But what they can also do is just take their bot side camps, like all 3 of them, hit level 3, and maybe we might even see a bot lane gank early from Skarner.
It looks like both the junglers are just moving down to the Krugs and Gromp right now. Nothing too crazy is going on right now. Diana's a little bit ahead because she went after Gromp first.
Yeah, well, I think definitely blue side clears a lot faster than red side clear because you have a lot less to take out, you know? And a lot less, like, a lot less minions, a lot less camps. Like, the camps are just super, super fast. And, like, you can, like, if you do blue side clear into, like, a red buff, you can be top side, like, at 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Roughly. But it looks like Diana's actually opting in for a full clear here.
So is Skarner.
Yeah.
Stopped at Wolves.
Now, I don't know about you, but I feel like Skarner has a better level 6 power spike than Diana.
Yeah, definitely. After her rework, she isn't as strong as level 6 as most junglers are, in my opinion.
Typical trading happening in the top side of the map there, but Nocturne's going to be being basically mana starved as he's just going to be using Q as much as possible, which is kind of like a hindrance to him. So this is why I'm also favoring the gank flank into the Nocturne matchup.
Yeah, it looks like they both started corrupting potions, so they're both going to have that mana income. It looks like the Diana is padding top right now to go after that Scuttle Crab that Skarn has been making easy work on.
Yeah, Skarner picking that one up actually too. So, and on top of that, we have Ash and Leona in the bot side scuttle.
Oh,
So
yep.
potentially a double scuttle situation going on here. You see Skarner running for it. No, the bot lane took it. Sad. Feels bad.
Apes together took took the bottom scuttle from the jungler, so Diana couldn't have a chance to get that gold.
Yeah, she's gonna walk down there and be really sad about it. Yeah, she's
Looks like
sad.
looks like Echo is in for a gank mid. Oh, Skarner, after being seen, is just stepping away or recalling.
Mm-hmm.
Diana looking to do a counter jungle.
Oh, here's the engage from the Kiana there. She's going to get that first blood with that Ignite proc going down, and the Q fadeaway flash is going to save her life.
This is what I was talking about earlier with the Kiana. They're gonna have to gank and kill the Vladimir early, because once he's 6, it's gonna be a lot harder for them to accomplish that.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like the Skarner and Diana are just fighting it out in the mid lane, trying to push in that wave, so Vladimir misses out on that CS.
They are the mid laners now.
Yes.
So yeah, Echo coming out on top in that trade, and you can see this like the knowledge that they played Kiana enough to know like, oh yeah, you're in death range, and just went in for a full combo, and actually being in their favor, even though Skarner was right there. They did some math, and the math turned out to say that they win those, and they went in, and it turned out first blood for the side of TM26.
That was really well played by Echo, setting it up with the poke beforehand, and then just finishing it out with the double ganks.
It's so weird calling Echo's their name, you know, but like it's weird because they're playing Kiana, so I can't like I feel inclined to say Kiana, but their name is Echo. It just is. I'm in a conundrum, you know. I'm just.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like Skarner was looking bot lane, but they were backing off, realizing that they were overextended. Skarner didn't step on a ward. Oh, Leona's
going in with the
fight.
Zenith Blade. The Moo Cow is going to pulverize her back and then push her, as well as Tristana's going to do a lot of damage. Some summoners blown. You got the Ignite being used on Alistar and the heal coming in from Ash. So
Kiana making her way down bot lane with the roam that we talked about. She's gonna be she's level 6. She's gonna be walking around a whole lot more now, as most mid laners do. And Scuttle is up. Looks like she's about to take it from blue team as well.
Poor Diana. No scuttles this game.
Oh, definitely not.
Something I'd really want to see there is, instead of like looking for a gank when you're level 5 as Skarner, it's something I'd like to see is just him getting level 6 and then looking mid lane against that Kiana, like you were saying earlier. You really want to get that Vladimir ahead, because if you do get Vladimir ahead, he's an absolute monster in the late game.
Oh, definitely. Kiana is something to watch out if they get big, as well as Skarner.
I think Skarner gets 6 after he clears the red buff and wolves, potentially. I'm not sure if he gets it after just red buff, so I think that he still has to do another camp, if I'm not mistaken.
Maybe that's why he went Raptors first.
I think
and
so.
And then gonna hit a red buff. I'm not a jungler. I've noticed that he's left one mini Krug every time, and it just disappears.
Oh, has he? I haven't. I did not watch. I did not see that.
Yeah, it has. I don't.
Is it worth it? The mini Krugs are just worth like they're worth so much money. You know, you'd think that they would do something. Skarner going mid. Vladimir almost falling to the Kiana there. And Skarner, like I said, hit level 6 after hitting red buff there, so he should be able to look for something here. He has to go for a counter engage. Here comes a flash from the Diana. Here comes the ulti going down, and the kill going over to the Echo.
That was... Diana was sitting on her pink ward, so she knew Vladimir did not have any vision of the gank. Vladimir overstepping and then burning his flash. Diana was just able to... I believe her dash is now her W after her rework. She was able to just dash in there and then knock him up with her ult and secure the kill for their Kiana. Gangplank did ult to try to save the Vladimir, and Nocturne took out the Skarner's relic tower thing by Rift.
Oh, well, I mean, that's a good use of what the Tristana there. If you saw bot lane, they went in for an engage, trying to catch the Tristana off guard. But Tristana, I just realized now, has a cleanse. So good on her for just being able to react fast enough to get away from that Leona.
Yeah, I'm not surprised she took cleanse with the lockdown of their team. It would probably hurt her more to have the heal than the cleanse in this scenario.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Diana is currently counter jungling the Skarner taking his blue and Wolves, with the Nocturne taking out Scuttle and able to provide the support. Skarner walks up to his blue, realizes he's just been thieved.
I think they're going to find that Diana here. Here comes the engage, but Nocturne's going to ulti around as well. Going to do as much damage as he can, and they're going to be looking for the kill onto the Vladimir. But the Diana's going to be able to get out. Here comes the Gangplank. It's going to fall as well, and it goes from bad to worse. And we're also going to see bot lane, but it pulverized back into the tower. Going to be pushed back with ulti, and the Leona is going to fall as well. It is just... the bleeding has begun. And TM26 are putting their foot down and just driving this game home.
Yeah, I would like to see Apes Together Strong play this game a little bit more slow, because the plays that they are trying to make is just not working right now. Playing safe, stalling it out for the Vladimir and Gangplank to get bigger, kind of starve out their team with just of kills, would be in the better favor for Apes as of right now.
Yeah, that Leona really could not... I just realized how funny it is. Whenever Leona goes in, she gets, like, pulverized back into the tower, and then Tristana can also push her even further back with her ulti. So, good reaction, good, like, good trades.
And overall, good communication from the TM26.
I definitely had my doubts, you know? I had my doubts in the first half here. But TM26 are proving me wrong and showing me how well they can play these champions and how well they can play this comp.
It looks like Leona messed up her combo by queuing and then auto-attacking on that ward, because Leona could destroy a ward in 2 ticks.
Yeah, and then this is just going to be really unfortunate if Apes Together Strong lose this. Kiana actually picking up the dragon. Gangplank ulting and is going to be able to grab a couple turrets there.
Yeah, after Kiana showed up, Apes Together took the smart move by getting out of there, because she is currently 3-0 and 1, already having her mythic item.
Yeah, not only that, but she also has a tremendous amount of gold lead on to her the Vladimir. And here comes the ulti from Nocturne. Is he going to be able to kill Gangplank here? I think he might. Gangplank has the flash, but the flash from Nocturne is also going to secure the kill. Here comes Diana in the bot lane. She's going to get down onto this Ashe here. Going to produce a lot of damage onto her. She's going to fall. Leona's in danger. Here comes Echo coming in with that Kiana. Going to stun it up, and a double kill going over to Diana. Fast TFT is doing great work playing it out and playing it really smart. Playing around the jungler, and you can really see how why this team is the #1 seed in Piltover. There comes the ulti, double stun coming out from the Kiana, but then it's not going to be enough as the lockdown coming in from Echo, I mean not Echo, the Skarner onto Echo is going to secure a kill, and that's something that you really like to see, especially at this stage of the game.
Like Kiana was going for that scuttle that Skarner smited away, and then she ended up getting caught out by the Vladimir slow and Skarner ult into his stun.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was expecting to see more from the Skarner to do onto the Kiana. But unfortunately, this Diana has been preventing that time and time again, and doing a great job of just like making sure Skarner's being on like full blast and watching them at all points in this game.
I like to see that the Vladimir got it. He took Proto Belt instead of Night Harvester. You see a lot of Vladimirs go Night Harvester for the damage, but the Hextech Rocket Belt now is a great gap closer for him to get to the back line and do a lot of damage.
Why they gotta switch it like that, you know? It's like
Yeah,
changing Ninja Tab Eyes to Steel Caps. This feels
it,
wrong.
it definitely does. I still say Twitch has Expunge, even though it's been like 4 seasons since they changed that.
Wait, he doesn't? What's the name of that now?
I have no idea. It's still Expunge in my heart.
Wait, oh, this is tragic.
It looks like Tristana, after getting the bot tower, is going to put her eyes onto the mid lane to get more pressure on the map instead of just sitting in the bot lane. Kiana looks like she's about to get caught out with 3-man gank bot.
Yeah,
good thing she has the pink ward in the tri-bush to slow it down.
I think she's still in danger, though. If Skarner's going to be able to get this, they're going to be watching out for her. Here comes the Zenith Blade from Leona, but the stun going out, and she might actually do 100-0 onto Leona. And she does, too! Great performance from Echo in getting that kill.
That looked like poor communication on Apes together. Skarner and Ashe both had backed out by the time Leona's Zenith Blade in, and it looks like now Ashe is in danger with Kiana stepping up.
Here comes the Hextech Flash from the Skarner, going to be looking to grab something here. It's just going to immediately get pulled away. Yeah, not much to see there. Tristana and Alistar have a great disengage, so even if Skarner does go in, they can really utilize and keep him still or move around him, you know?
Tristana has her cleanse up too, so she can play a little bit less safe when Alistar's not around because she has that safety net to fall on.
For sure.
Tristana does step on a ward from stopping the gank on Gangplank. They might do a bot to top rotation to get that tower and send Nocturne bottom.
Yeah, this is an interesting call because Dragon's coming up soon, but we do get an engage, actually. Here comes the Nocturne going onto the Skarner. Here comes the Alistar flashing in, going to get the headbutt pulverize, and they're going to take down Skarner, so that could secure themselves the second Dragon of this game.
Yeah, Tristana's walking back top to collect that farm. Dragon is not up for...
So it's 15 seconds, more. Yeah. Dragon's coming up shortly, yeah, Infernal. And it should be interesting to see what kind of soul we're going to get. It could be either Mountain and or Cloud. And either or are really good for both teams. Even though Cloud doesn't really give base stats or anything, having more ultis on Nocturne and more ultis on Diana are really nice. Even more Alistar ultis. And then on the opposite side for Apes Together Strong, more Skarner ultis, more Gangplank ultis.
Well, it looks like Kiana tried to get the stun on the Ashe, but ended up missing.
Yeah, you still take those, right? Like, you take the Ashe Flash in response to using your ulti.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It was the better move for Ashe to flash because she would have paid her life. Looks like Team 26 is going to get their second Dragon of the game. And it's going to be a Cloud Drake for Soul.
Mm-hmm. Tell me how you feel about both teams. Like, which team do you definitely want to see pick this one up?
I'm always in the mood for the underdog story, but it looks like TM26 is going to walk away with it. They're very much ahead. And all of the moves that they are doing with their split lane pushing and overall fighting, getting their picks, it looks like Apes Together can't form a response to that.
Yeah. Tristana is going to go in and get shut down by the Gangplank there. Oh, and I just realized now that the names at the top are a little bit wonky, so I'm going to actually fix that real quick. That could be and
Looks like Skarner did end up picking up on the Diana with his ult. Oh, this
Fix
is
it.
mayhem for Apes together. Kiana ulted and did take out the Leona Ashe during that team fight. Apes together, they're down by so much gold, and they're just trying to cling together for everything they have.
Yeah.
Diana did dive in order to finish out the Vladimir and Gangplank. She did fall in the process, but it looks like Team Together is going to get 2 towers and the inhibitor by the time everyone has gotten up. Nope, they're not going to stay for the inhibitor.
No, I don't think they
Skarner, yeah,
can.
Skarner and Leona showed up a little faster than I thought they were going to.
Yeah, the bleeding just keeps happening for TM26. Just keep taking those advantages that they need to and keep utilizing and getting as much as they can. It might be a slower process for them to get like the inhibitor and get those next couple turrets, but they're definitely in the driver's seat this game.
Yeah, Kiana's 6-1, Diana's 5-1, and Tristana is just she's getting her core build in there, and by when she gets that, it's just gonna be over for Apes together because then that's just another dominant champion. Um, I do like how Ashe has kept up good with Tristana's farm. She's only down by 6.
Yeah, that's not bad at all, actually, given the circumstances, you know?
Yeah, Diana is out farming their AD carry somehow right now. Diana has 171 farm to Tristana's 162.
Mm-hmm. Tristana just walking into melee of a gangplank. Just surprised she didn't die for that, you know? Just gave him a
If
good
Skarner
high
was a little
five.
bit, yeah, if Skarner was a
Ooh.
little bit closer, then maybe.
But here comes the all-in from the Nocturne, gonna get that in. The nice Diana ulti is gonna pick that one up, and Kiana's gonna get an ulti single our target going on to the Leona. They're gonna try and get as much out of this as possible, and they are going to be taking down the Vladimir as well. Vladimir is not going to die without taking the life of the Nocturne, though. But it looks like this will be the end for game 1.
Quick 21-minute game for TM26. I would definitely like to see Apes together slow down their gameplay, and definitely they're going to ban the Kiana out with the Echo.
Mm-hmm.
We're probably going to see a target ban heavy with this first set of bans coming up.
Give me 5 mid lane bans. Give it to me.
Oh,
That's what I want to
good
see.
lord. Yeah. It wouldn't be the first time we've targeted one specific lane.
True. We are going to take a quick break there, and we will be right back for game 2 for TM26 versus Apes Together Strong. Hello, Seal community. We are back for game 2 of Apes Together Strong versus TM26. They are starting up onto the pro drafts here, so I'm going to transition us over, and hopefully we see a couple different bands come out for this as well. We're going to see the Echo and the Samir band, and they're all actually relatively the same. I would have definitely
It
would
is,
have imagined the Kiana band.
as of right now, it is 100% the same bands. It looks like Apes Together picked up the Nocturne this time instead of going for the Leona.
Mm-hmm. So for everyone listening as well, this is a best of 3. So TM26 are in the driver's seat here, and if they win one more game, they take home the the Piltover um, final winners. So should be an interesting game for them as well. Should be
Looks like Team 26 picking up the Diana for their first pick.
mm-hmm. They saw a really great performance from it last time. I can imagine TFT playing it again. Fast TFT, I believe. Yeah. Tristana being picked up early as well. Do you think TM26 are going to leave their final pick for their mid laner?
In the first round or final pick overall?
Overall.
I don't think they would because he was a very dominant player last game. So target bands for phase 2 might be a bit different. Looks like they're picking up the Ziggs, more mobile mid laner, and a Maokai probably in the support role.
It's weird to be picking up your mid laner so early.
Yeah, that's a blind pick. Ziggs, he's definitely in danger of like a Syndra or picking up the
Yeah.
Kiana again. Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
First
if
round.
you're gonna show your Ziggs that early, expect the Kiana to come right back.
Yeah, Ziggs is going to have a hard time keeping away from her gap closers. He does have his explosive charge to try to back things out, and his W for the slow. They banned the Vladimir.
Do they think Ziggs is going ADC potentially?
But Ziggs could go in the bot lane, but I don't. I don't know if they're.
Ziggs Maokai sounds interesting. I'm not sure if it would work, but it does sound interesting.
It sounds interesting. I don't. I don't know though. I would have loved to see a Nico Morgana lane though.
That's
That is
true.
the you shall not pass lane.
No one's allowed to move.
No, that
Nope.
UOBCC. Oh, looks like they lost out on a ban.
They must have forgot or something. I'll see. I'll keep. It was meant to be
Uh,
Victor. Meant to be Victor. So they definitely feel like that Ziggs is just a bait.
yeah, we'll have to see in the second round of picks for Apes Together.
Kled in the
Look
top
like
lane.
Kled is
Yeah.
going to be top lane in response to that Nocturne.
It might even be Nocturne jungle. We don't know where Apes are going to play that Nocturne. Last time we saw it on TM26, but this time around it could be anywhere. Nocturne having a relatively fast clear and being a really strong jungler, I could see him there as well. Trundle. Why do they do
So
this
yeah,
to me?
looks like Nocturne is actually going to be the jungle because Trundle has a very good ultimate in lane against tanky champs like Kled, Malzahar in the mid lane. So it is going to be Ziggs in the bot lane against that Tristana.
Very interesting. Chat's definitely saying Ziggs W with Maokai W sounds spicy, and I agree. Like lockdown CC potential, and really just closing out. They have some really great the wave clear coming out from Apes Together Strong, from the Maokai and from the Ziggs here. So like what I'm seeing, like what's written on paper here, and Zillion being picked up as the last pick as well, leaving their counter for support, which is spicy. You don't see it often.
I'm looking real forward to this Kled ult into the Zillion speed up with Kiana just going in there.
True.
Everyone's gonna be super fast, and Apes together are gonna have to come up with a way to stop their momentum after game one.
The speed, the absolute speed. They are going to be starting up a client now, but how do you feel about team comps, and how do you feel like they should be playing out in team fights here?
I'm very confused with what Apes together are planning with their team comp, sending Ziggs in the bot lane against a Tristana. I've never seen a Ziggs Maokai lane, so I don't know what to make out of it. Malzahar is a better pick in terms of damage to a Kiana mid lane early. He does a lot between his Voidlings and his E. Can definitely keep Kiana at bay with his ranged melee attacks or ranged auto attacks.
Yeah, I agree. Something I really like to point out as well is if you're having troubles with a person that's potentially more skilled, you just pit like point and click lockdown CC, and that's exactly what Malzahar is doing, and they're here to play it out. And I think almost he even wins like after 6, in my opinion, just because of the pure lockdown that gets like the Kiana being unable to move. It has a lot of potential for the Nocturne to just
Oh
go
yeah,
in.
definitely. They have a very high engaged comp between the Diana, Kiana, and Kled. They can definitely just use a Malzahar ult to lock down that first person and definitely take care of them.
Mm-hmm. I'm actually going to transition us over into client just because I want to see where everyone's going, because I know it could have been iffy if it was going to be Nocturne jungle and Trundle top, or Trundle jungle Nocturne top, and it looks like they're actually having the Nocturne versus the Kled there, which is interesting to me because I would have imagined the
Yeah,
Trundle would have
I
been
definitely would
able
have
to
thought the
beat the Kled pretty easily.
definitely would have thought the Trundle was going to go top due to his level 6 is better than Nocturne's level 6 when it comes to the Kled's passive.
Mm-hmm.
But they still have time to switch it up and throw them off a little bit, but it doesn't look like they're going to be doing any of that.
I don't think they will.
No. Interesting strategy coming from Apes. We'll have to see how it plays out.
Mm-hmm. I'm just liking that they both went the same sides again, so I don't really have to change much in the top label. Last game I had to ult.
Yeah.
Change the names. Yeah, we'll get there. I think the last one that was up there was like Hawk Thorns versus I forget the other team.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Smash Bros. I don't remember. But we're going into our 3-minute waiting time here very shortly. So let's talk about the matchups that we know now, because I definitely was in the impression that Trundle was facing the Kled. But how do you feel about the Nocturne versus Kled?
I think Kled's going to steamroll the Nocturne, in my opinion. Nocturne is a very squishy champion that does high damage, but he's just a sponge. He will soak it all up, hop
Mm-hmm.
off his Velociraptor, and then just take him out. By the time Nocturne does that much damage, he's going to be very unhealthy.
Mm-hmm. Something to worth note is a lot of Kled's damage comes from his bear trap on a rope, I believe it's called. And so if Nocturne has fast hands and can press E fast enough, he actually might be able to win trades in that aspect. But it should be, it's a hard mechanic to pull off, and you have to have really fast and good reaction speeds. But I can see him doing it, because that is the one way to really beat a Kled, is to make sure that he can never press Q on you. It's like shutting down Alawi with not letting her press E on you. So I think that's the game plan here, and I think that's what they're looking for. And Nocturne can be rotated into the Kiana after he hit level 6 as well. Even though he's not in the jungle, you can also have 3 people on Kiana. Or, on Kiana. I was about to say Echo. I mean, both are correct,
Yeah.
but...
everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face, like Tyson said.
True.
So, hopefully, Apes Together will play this one a little bit more slower than last game, so they don't get punched in the face.
I want to know the Trundle pick here and how it's going to work out because they don't really have many major tanks, so the only person Trundle could or should really ulti is the Kled. But that's how team fights are going to work. But how are you going to potentially get to the Kled? I guess he's going to be there. It's just like it feels questionable in my opinion, but he could prove me wrong definitely and show me the CC potential from Trundle. Just feels off facing against it into a Diana, you know?
Yeah, definitely. I'm at a loss for words at what the Trundle in the jungle is going to be able to do. I definitely would have rather seen him in the top lane for their specific comp, but we'll see.
Now this Ziggs and Maokai lane, that one's going to be that one's going to be a fun one. It's definitely something I'm going to be watching a lot this game because I've never really seen this before, and I know there's other like niche lanes that you can pull off, like the Senna Tom Kench and stuff like that. But like Ziggs and Maokai is a new one for me.
Yeah, I've never seen a Ziggs Maokai lane ever, so I don't know how well it's going to go.
But we got 10 seconds coming in soon. Going to be going on to the Rift in just a couple seconds there, so we'll catch you guys on the flip side, and we'll be right back after the quick transition.
I'm ready whenever you are.
Well, where did their logo went missing on me? 1 second. I don't know where it went. TM26's logo is just disappeared. Oh, I know why. There it is. We fixed that issue. Alrighty. Let's also on 3.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. There we go. All right, coming into lane here. Potentially a cheese coming out for Apes Together Strong. Something interesting might occur, especially with the lockdown potential from Maokai early and the damage coming out from everyone else. Hopefully they might be able to pick someone off, but let's see how they pull it out.
Yeah, it looks like they were just spotted going in that bush by Kiana. Zillion's going to definitely find them in lane. Zillion gets locked up, and both Maokai, Trundle, Nocturne flash for that Zillion first blood.
Yeah, and there's the first blood coming out there. Oh, I just realized something. The logo is still missing. What? And what? Okay. There we go. I think we fixed it. But in the meantime, Apes Together Strong getting that early kill there is really nice. Something you like to see, especially coming out. You want your cheese lanes to be extra spicy. And you want
Yeah, it
that
looked like
Nocturne ahead.
Nocturne got the kill, so he's going to have an easier time picking up a dagger. Moving into the Kled lane, looks like Apes Together are going to stay for this blue buff. And Zillion getting good poke down on the Maokai Ziggs while walking into the lane.
Yeah, we might see some vertical jungling here. Definitely something that Bass needs to do. Engage coming in from the Maokai. Does a lot of damage, actually. A surprising amount to the Zillion there.
Zillion's base MR is 30.
Mm-hmm.
Moving into that. So Maokai is going to be able to poke down a little bit. His base health is, I think, one of the lowest in the game, next to Anivia.
Is it really?
I believe so. I know Nivea is very, very squishy early on without her egg passive.
I know Sona's pretty low as well, and Ezreal's really low. But I think Zillion actually might have less HP than that.
Yeah, Zone only has level 2 has 574 health. 512 being at level 1.
Woof.
Max health. Yeah.
Sounds rough.
Looks like Diana is hovering mid lane after taking Apes together's blue buff.
Yeah, she's gonna have to.
TP coming in from the Nocturne top lane in response to Diana sitting mid. I'm not sure if that was a good call or not, because Trundle was there.
I don't know how I feel about that. If there was no major lockdown, you know? So now Nocturne is now without a way back to lane. Especially as a top laner, you really like to be up and back. Especially you want to use your first TP just to get back in the lane, just so you don't miss out on too much CS.
Yeah, it looks like they're fighting top lane. Kled doing a lot of damage.
Oh.
Trundle showed up, forcing Kled to flash away.
Yeah, you don't want to do a tower dive on the Kled. Especially if he can get his rage back up and get Skarl back. Here comes the engage from the Maokai. Diana's just around the corner. She's going to be going in potentially. She goes on to the Maokai. They're doing tons of damage. Kill going over to Tristana, but in the meantime, Maokai actually getting the kill onto Zillion. Top lane, Nocturne's running out of mana, but is unable to pick off the Kled as Skarl comes into play.
Looks like Trundle's coming in mid to get a gank down on the Kiana, using her stealth ability to get out of that pretty much unscathed.
Yeah. That Malzahar is proven difficult against this Kiana here, and it's only going to get worse once he hits level 6.
Yeah, I really enjoy the Malzahar pick. It looks better this game than his Vladimir last game. He looks a little bit more confident on the Malzahar in terms of stepping up to the Kiana and giving her the business.
Mm-hmm. I agree. So first dragon's actually going to be Ocean. Who do you feel is going to be the first ones on top of that?
Apes together look very, very strong. If Malzahar gets 6 before Kiana, it will probably go over to Apes due to them respecting the Malzahar lock on their priority targets.
I think he has like a couple more waves and they hit level 6. 1 or 2 at least.
Yeah, I think they hit 6 after this cannon wave.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Kiana's going to get most of that wave saved up for her in the middle of it.
Yeah, doing well there in the CS department. Actually staying on top of this Malzahar in the CS, which is surprising.
Malzahar looks like he's just having trouble last hitting with auto attacks. He doesn't want to spend too much mana before the dragon fight, and they all just hitting 6 in the mid lane.
6 happening in the top lane, 6 in the mid lane. Bot lane's getting there. You know, it is what it is.
Yep. Ziggs and Maokai have been pushing them in. Oh, Diana's getting caught out.
Yeah, here comes the all-in from the Nocturne and from the Trundle there. The flash from Diana. Nocturne ulting in is going to be able to pick up this kill with one more auto, and he does.
That was a good rotation from Apes together, getting a pick on the Diana.
But Trundle's going to be utilizing this as he's going to be picked off by the Kled. Kled ulting backwards as well. Surprised Kled didn't go in because Kiana was just around the corner. Did she get the red buff? She got the red buff.
Yeah,
And ulti on the Trundle. Oh,
wow.
They're going in. They're going to be trying to get that Nocturne. She's going to be getting the shutdown onto the Nocturne. The Kled is just going to try and live, see if he can get Skarl. He's so close. The Malzahar is just going to get the last silence off, but he's going to be run in by the Kiana. Malzahar is going to ulti the Kiana, but it's not going to be enough damage, not enough CC, lockdown potential, as Diana picks up that last and final kill. So it looked really favorable for Apes to get strong in the first couple minutes there. They've been playing the first like half that, but after that last play there, Kiana just stepped up and changed the tides of this whole match.
Yeah, Apes together were playing the game very, very slow and conservative, and up until that point where they picked out the Diana, and I think they got a little too cocky overstaying. And Kled was able to stop them in the jungle, give them time for Kiana to show up and do her thing.
Feel like Kiana's using mind control powers. She's like, yes, fight me. And then she just gets all of these kills, you know?
Yes, there's another player in the league, Chaotix. He's known for the mind control powers as well.
Mind control. We must fight.
It looks like Maokai is trying to set up a gank against Kiana as she's stepping forward away from tower with a fight about to break out mid lane with everyone showing up. Kled's TPing in to join the party.
Yeah, Diana's going to get her ulti off, but it's not going to be enough to take out anyone there, and then Kled's going to be doing as much as he can, but there are 4 people to the 2, so you want to see some turret plates going over to their bot lane, especially after using so many resources mid.
Yeah, the bot lane got that one turret plate moving towards the second. Backing off because they realize their whole team is in the Dragon Pit trying to secure the first Ocean Drake.
Mm-hmm. I think you just
and
get it.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, they're 30 on top of it. Would have been a waste of time. And it looks like the minions didn't get the second plate for red side.
Ah! Kiana doing what Kiana does best. There's a Malzahar without a spell shield, and now it's dead.
Yeah, this is the same as last game. Kiana's just going to steamroll and end up carrying unless they can put an early stop to it. I suspect Kiana's going to either get a QSS or the Shroud to stop the ultimate from coming out right away.
Yeah. Kiana's definitely like Area 51. They can't stop all of us if we run at it, you know?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Feel like they're going to be just they're like, yeah, 4 people mid. Kiana's not playing this game.
At this point, Kiana is very much ahead of the Malzahar being up over 20 CS.
See the gold difference actually.
As well as 3 kills on him.
I think Kiana's actually 1k ahead. Flash coming out from the Zillion. Gonna save his life, not using the ulti. I think at that point you would want to use ulti because you come back at full HP.
I think he's saving the ultimate in case of a gank for the Tristana. As long as Tristana makes it out okay, it's worth his life.
That's fair.
Oh, it looks like he's stepping up a little too far into the Ziggs W. Is that his W or is it E?
Ziggs?
Yeah.
Which one?
The slow.
The bombs? The Pokeballs?
Yeah.
I think that's his E.
Oh, gotcha.
Mm-hmm. I think his W is the bomb that it goes, explodes, and takes out turrets.
Maybe. I only play Annie and Lux in the mid lane. Those are my champions.
So, Dragon is going to be Infernal, and that's going to be in about 2 minutes there. So we potentially might see yet another Cloud Soul or a Mountain Soul.
And I would hope for Mountain Soul if I was Apes together to stop that Kiana burst. And that's if they can get the soul. But they look like they're doing better on objectives this game than last.
This is true.
Kiana stepping up in blue side's jungle, looking for a pick on the Maokai maybe.
Definitely looking for something.
Yeah, blue team is getting the Rift Herald for an early advantage, getting some plates down and trying to bring back this gold deficit.
Yeah, I mean, all things considered, it's still relatively even. Just a small gold lead in favor of TM26. Now, they do want to drop this top side, it looks like. They position 3 people up here, and in response to that, TM26 has put Kiana and Diana just in the side there, but we get an all-in engage coming in from the Maokai is going to be picked down, and then here comes the Ziggs ulti going as well. Nocturne ulti is going to be coming in. He's going to be TPing actually bot lane, and potentially using his ulti. No, he's just going to have to flash over the wall and see if he can grab something here. Is going to be going on to the Tristana. She's going to die shortly after that. She jumps into the Ziggs W and gets the life. Gets her life. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, that looked like great communication on Apes together by Ziggs putting his bomb there so Nocturne can chase her into it and Ziggs can pick up the assist from the Nocturne. Mm-hmm. They're going to continue attacking this tower because no one's responding to it. Kiana's moving her way bot. Going to take that rift. And blue team's getting first tower because Ziggs is broken.
Yeah, leave Ziggs alone with the tower for too long. You'll just take full advantage.
Nocturne is the next one to get his mythic item alongside Malzahar and Ziggs.
Look at all those abyssal masks.
Oh, it's anti-heal.
Yeah.
Looks like Kiana's going to get caught out a little bit. Hopefully she can get away as long as Malzahar doesn't lock down on her.
I think she's getting out.
She's in a 5v1 right now.
Oh, that's the wrong side of the map. You know, I definitely thought she was blue side. I was like, she's fine. She was not
Trundle
fine.
Picking up the shutdown on the Kiana is going to be great for them to pick up this next dragon. Was the pick that they were looking for. Apes together definitely looking a lot stronger this game than last.
Yeah, taking the gold advantage back in their favor as well.
Yeah, they're playing it slow, getting the picks that they need in order to get the objectives to secure further goals.
Would you look at that?
It looks like it's a mountain.
Yeah, they got the soul that they wanted. Here comes the all-in going on to the Diana there. She's going to be cut out. She flashes over the wall, but the Nocturne's going to be ulting over. It's going to be picking that one off. And Bass TFT is going to fall down. Here comes the Malzahar ulti. Is going to be trying to do as much damage as possible. Gets the Scarl taken away. The Trundle is actually going to ulti there. Going to do as much as he can. And they're going to be able to take yet another turret.
I'm definitely loving the underdog story right now. Apes together are looking very strong, pushing back on game 2 of the series.
I believe, you know, we all put our forces together, we can stop TM26, you know? Now, Mountain Soul there, you were saying earlier, is actually really good to stop the Kiana, and I think that's definitely going to be a win con for them. What do you think the win con for TM26 is, though?
Stop getting caught out and let Kiana do her thing. As we just saw with Kiana doing her thing, catching out the Ziggs.
Oh no!
Like I said, with the Ziggs being if a Ziggs was mid, definitely would have had a harder time with her gap closers.
Wow!
Ziggs got blown up, literally and figuratively.
Let's talk about
his health bar
Nocturne.
was gone.
Yeah, Nocturne doing the same, you know, falling down to the Kled, and the shutdown going over to him is really nice. Kled was struggling in this lane, but with that shutdown gold, might be a little bit better for him.
And they're going to stay for that top tower. Ziggs looks like he's going to be the only one responding to it so that you don't push any further.
Yeah, that's something worth noting as well. The Malzahar Ziggs is going to be such a hard way to get into their base. It's going to be so hard to get objectives and so hard to get minions where you need them to be.
Yeah, they both have tremendous wave clear on top of the Nocturne.
Yeah. I want to see more Nocturne roams, more Nocturne killing Kiana roams. Personal fave.
I'm not sure if Nocturne can stand up to Kiana at this point. Looks like they're posting up and
I don't think he can stand up to her solo, but if there's a Malzahar who ults the Kiana, that's a different story.
Yeah, you can tell that.
Oh, here we go. Ulti going down. It's going to be going on to Diana. Ziggs ulti going as well. They're going to be picking off the Diana. They're going to be looking onto Kled. They are going to pick him off. Double kill going over to the Nocturne. Should be picking up a second Shelly here after that as well.
Yeah, it is up in 10 seconds at this point. But Kiana is still very strong and very much alive with Zillion's ult still up. So they would have to be mindful of that. It looks like they're going to get top tower. And yeah, Zillion is just going to stick with Kiana. Make sure she's good in the jungle. You can tell that TM26 is feeling the pressure because they've got 3 oracles.
True.
So they're on the vision war now, making sure that they maintain their vision control. But it looks like Apes together still winning out on that. They got 3 vision wards to TM26's 1.
There's going to be a big fight happening soon. Dragon's coming up in about 42 seconds, and so what we might see in this next team fight might dictate how the game's going to go from here on out. Who do you think's going to win this next team fight?
It's hard to tell. Ape26, they've been winning team fights because they've been, Apes together.
Ape26.
I've been winning. I've been winning team fights because they've been getting good picks on key players of TM26's team. But it looks like they're doing the death stack in their bushes in the jungle. Maokai getting some good saplings down.
Ooh, lots of damage going up from the Kled there, and Ziggs just zoning them off. Ooh, this is rough. There's no way into the pits. They're just choking them into submission. They're going to be going on to the Nocturne, though. Here comes the ulti coming down. Big Ziggs ultimate's going to go on to the Diana. Here comes the Nocturne ulti, getting that Kled there. And then we also have Diana being picked off, and Malzahar ulting her. She's not going to be able to do anything. Ziggs is going to get that last proc and take out the Zillion, and the next dragon is going to be theirs. I mean, you know, they came back. They showed they got objectives this game, and Apes are proving why they deserve to be in the finals.
Apes together, they did a great job at the start of the game, getting the picks and maintaining their position. TM26 now on the back foot of this, having to figure out what to do next.
I don't know what they can do. I don't know where you can go from there. I guess you just got to play around your mid laner, like, to the extreme amounts, but, like, it's going to be difficult. You can't win team fights right now.
They're going to have to play around the mid laner, take out the Nocturne because he does tons of damage. Tristana actually ulting the Nocturne away.
But Diana going back in. They might be able to get something here. Diana might fall to the Nocturne. They are going to be picking off the Nocturne. Trundle is there. Going to get that Diana. Here comes the Kled. He's going to be trying to get that Trundle, but it's not going to be enough damage. It's going to be poked out, and the Skarl is going to disappear. Kled's still looking to fight. This Maokai is... Wow! That's a lot of damage.
And Maokai does a ton of damage. I don't think Kled was expecting any of that.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, Maokai's got the Imperial Mandate paired along with Ziggs' long range. Team fights are very difficult for TM26.
think the best you can ask for there is getting that 1v1.
This game is already going on longer than last game. I think TM26. I think TM26 went in this a little too confident, and then Apes together proving why they should not be taken so lightly.
I mean, to be fair, last game was 21 minutes long. Like, it was
Yes.
just a slaughter.
Ooh.
Lambs to the slaughter. Did Maokai
Looks
get
like
that?
Maokai.
No,
Looks
he
like
didn't. He didn't
Maokai.
get that. But he is going to
No,
get
he
caught out
didn't.
here. He's punished for trying to take the Scuttle Crab. Here comes the Ziggs ulti. He's going to pick off and do a lot of damage to the Kiana there. She's going to have to watch for those Ziggs bombs. She can die. And Zillion. And everyone's going to be safe. So this time around, we're seeing Apes together in the driver's seat. How do you think they're going to play this out to finish off this game? What are their next steps in order to take this one home?
Next step would be a team fight to Baron to securing some more towers, maybe getting an inhibitor down. Because we are 23 minutes in the game, death timers are going to be a little bit longer. But definitely a team fight to get that Baron objective is going to be crucial for Apes together finishing this out sooner.
That's a good point. Now, on the flip side of that, what does TM26 have to do to get back into the driver's seat?
I would, if they were to stall the game out, Nocturne does fall off very late, where Kiana and Tristana get huge power spikes with their full build. It looks like Team 26 was looking to see if Apes were on Baron. Obviously, they're in the bottom half of the map, and nothing to worry about right now.
Yeah, 1 minute and about 35 seconds until Dragon.
Yeah, they're probably going to stall it out to get their 4 dragons.
Soul will be huge for them.
Oh, yes.
Like, it completely negates Kiana as a champion. You know, when everyone has Malphite passive. So if Apes Together Strong are able to choke them out and keep them away from this dragon, then it's going to be really hard to scale into the later stages of this game.
Yeah, Team 26, they're just clearing their jungle right now, trying to get some extra gold and find out where Apes Together are, or just on clearing that wave so there's less pressure on their inhibitor towers. And everyone's moving down to the dragon pit.
They got to look for something like right now because you need to make a play. You saw last time they were being choked out and being unable to mainly get any objectives. Here comes the all-in from the Kiana. She's going to be choking down and then ultied by the Malzahar. And they're going to be in the back lane. There goes the Nocturne on Tristana. They are going to be going on for more. They are going to be picking off everyone. Double kill, triple kill over to Trundle. And this is what you like to see for Apes Together Strong.
Yeah, Apes Together have a very good team comp for just taking objectives and just pushing people out of the way. You saw how Zillion took 1 Q and he was just out of the fight automatically. They're going on that bottom inhibitor tower right now, trying to get that pressure for Baron and Dragon down the road.
They take this real fast, and now they're going to be going on to Soul here. And if they get Soul, I mean, the nail's been in the coffin for a while, but it's hammered down even firmer as they get the Soul here. You know, I had my doubts. I had my doubts last game, and I had my doubts this game. And every time I have doubts, that team wins.
Yeah, they're picking up Mountain Soul. And then looks like they're going to reset for the next fight to go towards Baron. Team 26 has very good vision control on Baron right now for the threat that is to ensue.
Yeah, one more team fight, and I think this game's over. Right now, they're just waiting for a bot wave to be pushed in, and like you said, it's they get Baron after one more team, and there's not much that TM26 can really do. Yeah, but look at that vision control. Like you were saying just a couple seconds ago, look at the difference in vision control compared to TM26's game. Apes Together Strong have been on the map and basically had vision almost everywhere. Kiana actually going to be taking some minions in the bot wave there. And they might find themselves in a little bit of a pickle as the Maokai is going to be going in, doing a ton of damage over to Tristana. Zilean actually panic ulting onto the Tristana, but nothing's going to come of that.
I think Team 26 played a little too reckless this game, giving way too many kills to the Nocturne and Trundle when they get caught out.
Yeah, it definitely looks like Nocturne in this series is a high priority pick. I might even see a ban for it next game if you're not going to be first picking it. There's so much utility out of it, and you can play it in so many different varieties and ways that it's just such a good pick all around.
Apes Together are getting the Baron right now, and they're going to
Yeah.
look
Nope.
to close out very soon while
No
they
one can
still have
stop
their
them.
advantages.
They're huge. They're going to get their final last couple items there, last couple components, and I think they're going to be grouping mid and running it in. Like, unless they all dive like Fountain, I think Apes Together Strong should be able to finish this one off in the next couple minutes.
Yeah, I agree. They should be looking to close real soon. They're just getting jungle camps for whatever reason. They don't want to look. They're not looking to overextend in lane to get caught out. Nocturne and Diana are going to meet each other in the top lane, though.
Yeah, 1-4 split. They're just trying to get those last couple turrets in and really secure their victory there.
Yeah,
Tons
if
of
I was
damage
Trundle,
going
I'd
up
be
from Ziggs. Oh, yeah.
picking out the Zillion. If I was Trundle, I'd go bot where the super minions are because he's a huge. Trundle is huge, not really able to be taken down by one or
Gonna go in for a
fight
turret
top.
dive here, and they are going to immediately blow up that, and the key Tristan is going to be caught out as she's going to be ultied by Malzahar, and they are going to lock that one down. Malzahar, really good this pick, and they're going to be looking onto Kiana, going to be picking that one off, and this is going to be the victory and the tying up the series for Apes Together Strong versus TM26.
Yeah, Apes Together looked very great compared to last game. Last game humbled them, and they worked out all their quirks, moving to game 3 very shortly.
All right, with that being said, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back for game 3. Welcome back, Steel fans. We are going into Game 3, the last game of the series here between TM26 versus Apes Together Strong in our Piltover Division Finals. Really excited to see what's going to happen off. We had a really great game in for TM26 the first time around, and then an immediate comeback in response to that as well from Apes Together Strong. They have started up Pro Draft, so we're going to transition over to that now. And TM26 actually on blue side this game. So there is going to be a little bit of a switch up. We might even see the Nocturne first pick as it's been so popular before.
Nope. Banned.
Banned. Yeah, you know what? I respect it. Yeah, we
They
take those.
traded out the Nocturne ban with Samira. Samira's getting first picked for Quick.
Mm-hmm. So
Looks like they're picking up Maokai again for Apes Together Strong. That was a great pick last game. Ziggs Maokai lane again. It was very dominant last game.
yeah, Ziggs Maokai was a force to be reckoned with, and something I definitely wasn't expecting at all, actually.
Samira Blitzcrank, solo queue hero team.
Seems like a very comfort pick for them, you know?
Yeah,
Feels like it's just something they're very used to. Samir obviously being first rotation banned last time around, so it must have some sort of threat behind it, you know?
definitely.
If it's going to be banned every game, it's got to be good. So I'm expecting a good performance bot side.
Looks like they're picking up Diana for game 3 and Malzahar to stop the engage.
Yeah, I liked Malzahar last game. They're going to be banning out a couple more mid lane champions because Kiana wasn't picked in first rotation there. And so they're going to be wanting to find something that's going to counter the Malzahar for sure. But Malzahar is so great into Echo's champion pool as he's just not able to really find those picks and find those leads that he can grab. And there was a miss there, so let's see what that was. That was Shen. That was a Shen ban. So imagine there's a Shen there. I thought there was going to be more mid lane bans.
Yeah. It looks like they're very comfortable with just letting Echo play whatever he wants. Well, besides Echo.
I mean, I feel like they want Echo on Kiana again because they saw what happened last game. Even though Kiana got fed, like there wasn't much you can do when Malzahar just presses R on you, you know?
Yeah. Definitely Echo's going to have to work overtime to figure this one out into the Malzahar.
See what they do here. I'm expecting maybe a Victor ban.
Cassiopeia.
Interesting. Shen and Cassiopeia coming out from the Apes Together Strong side there. I guess Cassiopeia is just you don't want to be grounded, I suppose. Especially if you're Maokai.
Looks like they're targeting their jungler with the Zac, Trundle, Skarner, and Volibear bans.
You know, Poppy could be a jungler as well. This might just be a 5 ban on the jungle.
That is true.
That jungle performed so well last game and was just always there, and the Nocturne performed really, really well. So, let's see what Apes Together Strong are going to be picking up here. Probably the jungler, and yes, it is. It's going to be Olaf.
I don't know. Could go top in crazy situations.
True. I would not put it past in this series. I would not put it past them. They just do that. They just like putting junglers in the top lane here. I wouldn't be surprised if Diana's mid lane.
Diana, Vladimir coming out again.
Now, how do you feel Vladimir into Malzahar goes?
Well, Vladimir can dead or blood pool the ult, timing it right, making it harder for Malzahar to lock him down into just massive damage when it comes to late game.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Malphite coming in for the top lane. Getting a really tanky engage. coming forward.
I like this because this shuts down Zig entirely. So I really like the front line from Malphite there. See what they respond to this. I am expecting maybe even a set. A set would be nice in this scenario. But also more lockdown is good as well. Silas.
Steal the Malphite and Vladimir ult.
That's true. There's a lot of good ultis to take here. The Samira not so much, but Blitzcrank ulti's nice, Diana ulti's nice, the Vladimir ulti's nice, the Malphite ulti's really nice.
Yeah, Silas has a lot of good options going forward to who he's going to steal from.
This is true. I just saw chat there, like 4 AP champs on both teams.
Yeah.
Magical.
A lot of magic resist is going to have to come through. I would have rather seen the Galio coming out of Apes Together Strong with his ult just given a huge buff against magic damage champions.
This is true. Yeah. It does kind of like hurt Malphite a lot because he likes to see more AD heavy teams. So it's going to be a rough game for him. So he has to play this one out pretty safe and pretty smart.
Unless he just goes straight AP and just one-shots everyone.
True.
There's a lot of options for Malphite here.
I want to know. Could be Silas jungle. You know what? I don't. Anything can happen with these teams.
It looks like Silas is going to go top lane to match the Malphite, and the picks. Oh.
Classic Shen Hover.
They're the ones who banned him.
Yeah, I know. Now, I'm just thinking about team compositions and how teams are going to be favoring into team fights, and I really like what I see from TM26, just because Malphite has such a great team fight potential, but the Silas being able to counter that is a problem.
Oh, definitely. Since Silas is super tanky in general, stealing a Malphite ult to get to the Samira and Blitzcrank in the backline is going to hinder a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. I agree, yeah.
But I'm looking forward to see what the Blitzcrank Samira can do in lane against the Ziggs Maokai. TM26's big problem last game was getting poked out before a fight would start. Let's see if they could stop it this round.
It's a fair point. Blitzcrank with the Silas ulti. Silas Blitzcrank ulti can like one-shot things. Good point. Like that. Like what I hear. Like what I'm seeing.
Apes Together are definitely going in this game very confident. After game 2, you can see that with the picks and bans in the client.
Mm-hmm. The team comp's relatively the same as last time, except for there isn't a Trundle anymore. And I actually like the Olaf a lot. I like the Olaf like a lot in this scenario compared to
The Olaf
Trundle.
is definitely gonna. Olaf is gonna do a lot of yelling and throwing axes, locking people up.
Now, let's see about how do you feel about the Vladimir and Malzahar matchup? I'm not too familiar with it, but it just feels like both of them are just going to sustain forever.
Yeah, sit in lane and play Farming Sim 2022.
True. Going into that 3-minute delay there, so final match is going to be pretty exciting. See what both teams. I'm imagining just like both teams are super nervous. I don't know what they're going to really pull out. You know.
I'm expecting the Blitzcrank Cheese moving in because they chose blue side for this round. Last 2 games they're on red side.
Yeah. Blitzcrank's actually a really nice pick as they can just like grab a lot of things. Like you really like grabbing the Ziggs, you like grabbing the Malzahar. It'll be difficult. Um, Olaf's you actually don't want the Olaf.
We like
Silas,
grabbing everyone who isn't Olaf or Silas.
yeah,
Maokai is not always optimal, but not a bad choice because his lockdown is just a lot once it gets to later stages in the team fight.
yeah. Some nice win cons coming in from the side of the TM26 as if they can scale, if they can get that Vladimir ahead early. I've said this before. I even said this in game one. If they had that Vladimir go online really fast, he can basically 1v9. If
Yeah, definitely. Vladimir is a force to be reckoned with once he's fed.
especially if they like know how to pilot the mech, you know. But we're gonna see a lot of what we saw last game. A lot of great objective control. So we're gonna have to watch these junglers and potentially might be a jungler scenario, which better jungler kind of wins the series.
Definitely don't want to get jungle diffed out in the final game.
True. Got one more minute to go in, and then we're going to be going into our final match there. And now I'm excited to see. I don't know where Olaf's going to be pathing to, but I'd like to see him start potentially topside and work down just to stop that Samira, because if she is worth a first round rotation ban, she has to be a threat. Right? So if you can shut it down early and make sure that they there's no more like worries on your team to think about this Samira, I would like to see Olaf down there a lot more as well.
Yeah, they might send the Malzahar down after 6. I don't know how well the Olaf is going to be able to gank early into the Samira blitz with the poles right under tower.
Hmm.
And Samira is just getaway speed.
Such speed, much wow.
Let alone her Yasuo, Sever, Windwall, Spell Shield Pet that she's
just
got.
it's just ADC Yasuo, you know.
Yeah.
So going into game soon here now, just going into the loading screen. Once that's all done, we'll be ready to cast this game for you guys.
I'm at 10.
All right, I'm ready when you are.
Uh-huh.
On three, 1, 2, 3. Now, Olaf's known for having a really great level 1. If they can find something like they did last time early, I think it'd be a lot easier with this comp. But Blitzcrank's known for doing that little early cheese here, so gonna have a 1v1
Looks like
skirmish.
everyone's moving up towards the top half of the map. Blitzcrank getting spotted out and Ziggs throwing out his Q,
Manifold
smacking
Prog.
everyone. If Blitz stuck in that bush a little bit longer, they probably could have gotten a first blood pick out on someone. Apes together strong, taking out
I think if
a
Blitz
good
pulled
position.
Ziggs there, I think Ziggs is dead.
Yes. I don't see Ziggs getting away very easily in that scenario.
Yeah, even especially after he showed that he started Q, right?
Yeah. Looks like Blitzcrank is going to try to take up a forward position in this bot lane to cheese them out.
I don't know. Oh, maybe. Here comes Samira. Samira's
I
thinking
don't
the same
know.
thing. They're on the same wavelength. Now, which
This is a
way
very good
are
plan.
Ziggs?
Yeah. Looks
Which
like
way are they going to
Ziggs and
go
Maokai
in?
are going to come through lane as Team 26 was hoping.
That's the
Blitzcrank.
dream.
Yep. Blitzcrank sitting in position, stepping
All right, here it
forward.
goes. Here comes a pull. They're going to land that one down,
Yep.
and a lot of good damage going out there, forcing the Ziggs flash.
Looks like Blitzcrank ignited, getting a little too trigger happy there.
I mean, if you can get the
Trying,
kill, you get the kill, right? So.
yeah, they just lacked the damage early on with that.
Silas getting that
And
level 2, immediately going in onto Malphite. He has the potential to take out Malphite there, but is going to have to back off after he used all of his abilities. They're going to be fronting on them now, and a lot of level 2 shenanigans going around.
yeah, Malzahar and Vladimir are just sitting in the mid lane, full health, relatively full mana for the Malzahar.
Listen, nothing's going to happen there. Nothing,
Yeah.
ain't nothing going down. Good trade for the Malphite to kind of even up the Silas there, but still going to be a little rough after you use all of your corrupting potions, so you have to play it really safe. Blitzcrank landing the pull is actually going to do a lot of damage. Maokai going in is going to be pulling down. The Samira is going to have to flash away, and Samira is going to be positioning just a little bit better so she doesn't have to use her flash.
It's like Malphite, or not Malphite, Olaf is looking for just team backup to secure the scuttle, and it's going to be uncontested while Diana is in the bot scuttle.
Yeah.
Picking that up, Malzahar and Olaf looking like they're getting ready to start something.
Samira has to play really safe here. Maokai can just go in, and I think he can do it himself just to take out Samira, so see how that one plays
Samira
out.
used her barrier last fight, so
Yeah.
she's got to play a little bit more safe.
I didn't think he was going to kill Malphite, but he did. Great combo going behind the minions, getting the last couple procs there, and getting first blood for his team. Apes together strong, coming in hot. Ziggs is performing a little bit better in the CS department there. But there is a massive wave coming into Samira, so it might be not as bad as I think. But this Ziggs Maokai lane is actually pretty interesting. I like what I'm seeing. I'm liking how they're playing it, and they performed it really well last game, so I'm expecting the same performance this game.
Yeah, Ziggs is up 9 CS at this point. He took a safe back without having to overextend. I assume Samira is going to do the same after this wave. Samira only getting one of those caster minions after she tried to save it.
So Diana looking like she might do just another full clear, get level 6 soon, and then work from there.
Plan for... Looks like Blitzcrank is just trying to get some vision control. Try to look for something mid against the Malzahar.
Comes the all-in top side. A lot of fights going down there, and then Malphite going to be able to trade pretty well against his Silas.
Looks like Apes got stronger, going to get an early dragon. Last 2 games, they were focusing on jungle objectives.
Yeah, it worked out for them last game. In this game too, early Cloud Soul, like Cloud Drake, is really nice, especially right before everyone hits that level 6 power spike. So, I really like it. I think it's a good idea, and I think getting objectives is just the way to win in this current meta, especially for how powerful stat buff Dragon Souls are nowadays. Here comes the Silas, going to get that ulti off, is going to go immediately on to the Malphite, and the Malphite having to flash that. Almost dying there, but not enough damage coming out from the Silas.
Diana moving top to stop the lane from getting shoved in.
I
Well,
think
Silas with a huge heal
yeah.
off of his abilities.
Ill-advised of the Diana to fight the
Olaf
Silas.
flashing.
Olaf flashing, not able to land the Q. If he did, it was going to be an easy kill for them, but unfortunate that happened.
They might be looking to dive here with that big wave, and Olaf. Well, Silas is backing out due to being Olaf is going to take blue buff from the Diana.
Feels bad.
Yep.
So we're still feeling the lull effect of the mid lane there. Malphite actually ulting in, going into the Olaf there. There's a TP coming down, probably going to be Silas. Here comes the ulti from the Diana. Here comes Silas, going to be able to pick something off here, hopefully. He's going to go around the corner, get that Diana, and then the Malzahar is going to around it as well, trying to pick off the Vladimir. Vladimir taking so much damage. The ulti just coming in to save his life there. If he's going to be able to get that last little proc for the Q there, is not going to be able to land it, and is able to escape, thankfully, through this, like, just the skin of his teeth there as he gets away from the Silas Malzahar. Silas made tower die potentially. No, he's gonna back away.
Yeah, Vladimir's too much health sustain to stay low very long in lane.
Malzahar almost getting the kill onto Vladimir, which would have been really nice. Just super unfortunate, just not enough damage, and the ulti saving the Vladimir just in the nick of time. Bot lane fights are going down. Nothing really much of that. And I think we're going to have yet another lull state there until the next dragon, potentially. The main thing we're going to be watching are going to be these junglers and seeing where they are going to position and where they're going to go. But Silas making plays. You know, I like watching the Silas and like how he's playing against Malphite, because Malphite can win this lane pretty easily if he can play safe and press Q a lot and not let Silas go into him ever. So, seeing how well Silas is playing this matchup is, it's relieving to watch, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Silas is super strong, and did he take Malphite's ult earlier?
Yeah, he did.
So there's going to be a little bit of a cooldown left on that before Silas can take it again and then move for a gank.
I think he can take it soon.
Yeah, it looks like it's up in the next couple seconds.
Yeah. I think the cooldown for it's also going to be over for the Malphite there, so probably going to take it and roam around somewhere else there. Malphite falling behind in the CS department. Silas doing really well, capitalizing on it.
Olaf looking for a gank top lane.
Yeah, here comes the ulti from the Diana. The Malzahar is going to have to flash, but then here comes the Blitzcrank from around the corner, lands a nice pull there, and is going to take the life of Malzahar. But we're going to see a top lane gank there. Olaf is coming in. The Silas taking the ulti, but Malphite going to be ulting away in response, saving his life. Dragon's going to be up in about 40 seconds there, so I believe that TM26 are going to have to make a play around it, or at least trying to contest it, because letting Apes together strong get all of these objectives all the time is just going to be hurting in your performance, especially if you want to get any form of power spikes in the later stages into the mid or late game of this match.
Apes together on Rift right now. Silas going mid, looking for a pick, hopefully on the Vladimir, or moving down to secure the second dragon of the game.
Here comes a Malphite ulti, going to be going on to the Diana. Here comes the immediate response from Malzahar, going to chop that one down. Here's going to be Samira going on to Silas, going to be picking up a nice shutdown for her. And Maokai is going to be ulting in, going to get that Samira, and they're going to be going in. Here comes the Samira ulti, get immediately interrupted by Maokai, and he's going to fall to Olaf, and the dragon will now be Apes again.
The Apes are doing a very good job on just limiting the movement of TM26. They learned from game 1, capitalized game 2, and looks like they're trying to do the same thing game 3.
I mean, if it works, it works.
Oh, yeah. Don't stop what's not broken.
Exactly.
It's like Vladimir was trying to get some poke, but just got creep blocked.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Very unfortunate, yeah.
So not only did they get the dragon, they got the Shelly, and they're going to be putting a lot of investment to that in the bot lane here.
This is going to be a first tower with the Ziggs passive coming out real soon.
But here comes Diana. She's going to power belt over in there, and she's going to try and get that kill. Here comes the Malphite getting a nice double ulti there. They're going to be looking for more of this. Olaf does not have any mana to escape. No heal for him, and they are going to utilize and take advantage as they grab yet another one.
Samira ulting the wave to get majority of it. And TM26 just looking for picks to try to get back into this.
They're going to have to.
Yeah.
But Diana's going to be caught out here. I don't think they have any really abilities to stop this. I think Malzahar might still have ulti, but he doesn't actually. It's just not up yet, and they're doing so much damage. They might be able to pick this one up, but here comes the Sylas going to be trying to pick off the Diana. He does, and gets the Diana ulti at the same time, getting the Malphite as well. There comes the Samira. She's going to do as much damage as possible. It's going to be healed up by Sylas. He's going to go out of the Samira ulti, and it's going to be shut down. Here comes Blitzcrank. It's going to be healed up by Sylas again, and he's going to come out on top, but no, Vladimir's still there, and so is he in danger as well. Sylas, double kill.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what the Samir was thinking, diving in melee range of Sylas. He was low, but he has tremendous heals from his abilities. He is now 7-1, a huge threat, and has 10 stacks on his Soul Stealer.
Well, let's give credit where credit is due. Samira would have gotten that kill if Sylas was in the ulti, but Sylas was able to actually dash out and just with the fastest response time I've ever seen, and he's able to take the kill and stay out of the damage range, wait for his W to get back up, and is able to grab all of those other kills as well. But you gotta respect that Sylas
Apes
W.
Together. Yeah, Apes together playing very good. Diving the Samira right now.
Taking a lot of damage.
Showing up.
But it's not gonna be enough
Ziggs,
damage. Here
Ziggs ulting and yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
You gotta still respect the Samira. You still gotta
there's
respect
a reason
the damage.
Reason why they were trying to ban her. First 2 games.
Sylas can potentially take away the show here. You know, I mean, it's going to be difficult into like late game Vladimir, but I think Sylas can definitely carry his team to victory if he keeps making these plays that he wants to make. Here comes the ulti. He's going to actually land it onto Malphite. They're going to be doing so much damage, and down goes Malphite. Kill going over to Olaf.
Ziggs TPing back in the bot lane. And it's just Apes together are just doing what they got to do to get the same movement they had in game 2. Capitalize off of one lane getting big and then spreading out the love.
Yeah. Very true. Diana around the corner is going to see if she can grab something here. Is going to be going in onto the Malzahar, but is going to be immediately suppressed. Here comes the Q from the Blitzcrank. Not going to be able to land, but still going to be able to get the solo kill onto Malzahar. Here comes Olaf, unable to land the Q, and no other deaths will occur.
It was a zoning hook. That's what we call those.
Zoning hook. Yeah. So the scoreline's still 10-10, but the advantage in gold and objectives are going over to Apes here. So let's see what happens this next dragon. It's going to be up in around 50 seconds. So interesting to see what they're going to do. I'm expecting a rotation from Sylas relatively soon. He's either going to have to back right now or start walking down there before the next dragon fight.
Looks like he's trying to start a fight with Vladimir to keep him up here.
Very true. Could do that. See what he does here. I think he's just punishing. I think he's just waiting for TP to come up. So if they can stall it out for a long period of time, they might be able to just hold off on this dragon. They're in no rush to take it, but they would really like it.
Even without Sylas, I think they're in a good position to take the dragon, do Ziggs poke, just choke them out of having the ability to contest it. Sylas is going to stay top to punish them for not responding to him faster. He's going to take top tower or just do a lot of damage to it while they fight over the dragon.
Silas is just like, my TP's almost up, guys. Just give me a minute. All right, it's up. Proceed to do things now. We're going to see a fight in a couple seconds, I can only imagine. The stare down is...
Silas is waiting for that fight to start so he can TP in.
Who's going to be the first one to do it? Here comes Vladimir. Come on, Malphite, do your ulti.
Wait for everyone to jump up.
He's going to be able to get onto Olaf, get onto Malzahar. Sorry, Maokai is going to fall, actually. Ziggs is going to get that. The Malzahar is going to be ulting down, and that's going to be taking him out. Here comes Silas in the backline. He gets at that nice TP there, and the Kiana is going to be doing a lot of damage, almost cleaning up the fight there. Vladimir's just around the corner, but here comes Silas. Is he going to be able to dodge everything? He's going to have to dodge almost every single ability. Get that Q off, get that heal off, dodge the W. But is it going to be enough? Here comes Silas. He's done to dodge the Q. And it's not going to be enough as Silas takes the final kill and takes Vladimir out of the lane.
That was a great team fight. Samir doing tremendous amounts of damage on the squishies of that team. Really thought Team 26 was going to look strong in that, and then Silas showed up and then just put everyone down.
Yeah. The scoreline says the story, you know, 8-1-3. That's just... Look at the Malphite CS right now. He's just unable to do anything. He's been just constantly been under pressure by the Silas, and no one's been really able to stop him at all.
No, Malphite is definitely feeling the pressure and just not... He's not happy. He's almost has less than half or double Maokai's farm as the top laner in support.
Now, they are on soul point now. So, again, we're in the situation where Apes Together Strong are in the driver's seat, while TM26 have to figure their way to find a method to stop them, you know? What do you think that is? What do you think they have to do to really get back into the driver's seat, get back into this game, and start making plays?
Really need to shut down the Silas. At this point, I think it's too late for Silas to get shut down. I think they need to be more decisive with objectives and not stand around like they did with that dragon fight and wait for Ziggs to poke everybody down.
Yeah. And then on the flip side of that, like, how do you feel Apes Together Strong need to play it out to make sure that they stay in the driver's seat and stay in full control of this game?
They just need to keep doing what they're doing. They're looking very good with team fights, their map pressure, their jungle objectives. They've gotten 100% of jungle objectives the last 2 games so far.
They're definitely not like the first game. They learned their lesson the first game. They're like, yes, objectives, good. Must take objectives.
First game was to lull them in a false sense of security.
True. Diana looking for something here. Is going to try and get that engaged on Malzahar. Malzahar flashing in response to this, though. Diana really enjoying to blowing Malzahar flash, like, almost off of cooldown.
Yeah, she's doing a great job keeping that on cooldown. Samira is taking a lot of damage right now.
But here goes the damage onto Ziggs. They're getting the pull there, and they're going to be looking for more. Here comes our Mortal Shield Bow. Here comes Silas. Is going to stop the ulti coming down from Samir. Is going to grab up that kill. Here comes a TP coming in from the Malphite. Are they going to be able to do something else? Here comes Diana. Here comes Vladimir. They're all in the sideline. TP coming in from Malzahar. They're going to disengage. This is a close game. Close scoreline, but objectives going in favor of Apes here, so gotta play it out with, like, the most respect for your teammates here, and you're gonna need to start getting objectives if you're TM26. Yeah, I didn't even notice. That was first turret. Good, good job. They're going to be able to get all first, almost all every T1 one, and they're going to be trying to get that more. Here comes the Silas getting 3v1. They're going to try and poke him down. Here comes the ulti from the Silas, going to pick off the Diana.
Silas
actually getting the 2 kills. Wow.
Silas is just an unstoppable force at this point.
That's true.
No pun intended.
You used to expect that from the Malphites.
Yeah. Silas picking up a second tower of this game.
Oh, he's going for more. He's going to try and see if he can pick up the Samira here. And he does.
Locking down the Samira, using his Zonias just in case.
So even in a 3v1 scenario, Silas is able to come out on top. Look at the Blitzcrank damage. That was insane. Just blowing up Diana and then immediately turning on to Malphite. What do you do if you're TM26? How do you stop it? You need to rotate someone else. I think maybe Vladimir might be able to go for it, you know? But, like, you had the perfect setup.
He has 90% of the kills. He's 12 out of their 18. At this point, I don't think they're going to have to send all 5, and it's still going to be bloody.
Okay. And here
Silas
comes...
just has so much health.
This is going to be a major fight. This is not Soul Point anymore. It is Soul, and that's going to be coming up in around 20 seconds there. You got to be there if you're TM26. You got to get that objective. You cannot let them take Soul. Silas has a 25 stack Magi's, and it doesn't look like it's going to be taken away from him at all.
Silas is looking great. He's not warding. I'd love to see him ward a little bit more. Everyone's grouped up. Oh, if they had a ward in that bush.
Oh, no.
Everyone group up.
All right, here we go. Big team fight.
Right now.
Here comes the Silas. He's going to be getting onto the Malphite. He's going to steal the dragon. Olaf takes it away, and they're taking everyone else. Double kill, triple kill. But it's not going to be enough as the Olaf does fall shortly after, and they're going to be going in for more. The Silas's fall, and TM26 lose the Dragon War, but they win the team fight. Everyone just threw their face at the keyboard.
Yeah, Silas went down fairly early in that fight.
Wow.
Letting Samira do her thing to take the rest of the team down.
Yeah, but the unfortunate thing is that they lost Soul. That's going to be so tragic. Like, if you thought Silas was bursting you before, and now look that he is Infernal, this is going to be rough.
Oh, yeah, this is not looking too hot for Team 26, but they were able to kill the raid boss once. Let's see if they can do it again. They're going to look towards Baron, it looks like, as the next jungle objective. Seeing that everyone on the enemy team is bot side.
Yeah, I don't think they can really stop Apes Together Strong. Silas is still huge, even though he lost a lot of stacks. He still has 19 Magi stacks. Not the 25 that we saw earlier, but it's still enough to take out a lot of people. And Silas takes Blitzcrank ulti, yeah. That's going to do a lot of damage. Can take out any squishy if you ulti and take them down.
Yeah, definitely.
So we
Malphite barely getting away before they spot him in that bush.
See the Malphite reset. I think you would imagine the call would have been take Baron, but it looks like they're trying to play it out as safe as possible, not taking any risks whatsoever.
Yeah, whenever they went for the big plays, it didn't work out for them last couple games, but they're looking very ahead in terms of damage when it comes to the Silas, and the Malphite, or not, the Olaf is starting to get a little bit big. Ziggs and Malzahar are not as big as last game, but they're still up in farm. Getting closer.
I think they're doing their job. I think their job is to wave clear, and that's it.
Yeah. They're going to try to sneak the Baron out. They're doing tons of damage to it very quickly.
Yeah. Well, look at those wards. Like, they have complete vision of that jungle. No one can walk in. And Baron going to be taken over by Apes Together Strong. See what they can do with this Baron power play. They're currently at 47.3k gold. Let's see how much they get from this. How much of a lead they can really grasp. What do you do if you're on like TM26 here? Like, what picks can you grab if they're all like a 5-man death squad, you know?
Yeah, no, they're. I don't know what TM26 can do. Apes together are playing this very smart by sticking together because they know the enemy team just needs to get picks in order to get back into it. And if everyone's as 5, it's just a team fight. Can't get the picks that they need to get back into this.
Mm-hmm. So they take another turret. Ziggs is just pressing W. It's going to be bursting down turrets super fast. Malzahar pushing in that mid wave. See if they can open up the Nexus here. Oh, yeah, they are. Oh, yeah, that's gone.
Yeah, that inhibitor is going to be very much open. They're just going to keep applying the pressure. Bot lane has a wave pushing in. They could move one down there.
I think they're just going to move everyone down there.
Yeah.
I think they're just going to do it again, open up this side of the base as well. Give them more options. Silas in the top half there is going to be looking to take out this inhibitor.
Yeah, Silas can afford to be stepped away for a little bit because they need to send more than 3 to get after him.
Yeah, tell me about it. He's just going to be going onto the base now. Like, they got to make a choice here. They got to either fight, they got to do something, though. They can't keep, like, lollygagging around.
This is the indecisiveness that I talked about earlier.
The engage, but immediately really dodged by Silas. Oh, my word. Here comes a Diana ulti. He's going to die as well. Samir going down, and then the suppression going on to the Vladimir is going to be hopefully enough damage as he's going to be taken down as well. Clean, easy 3 kills for them, and it might be game over for TM26. You know, you were talking about an underdog story. I think you may have gotten it. Oh, but Diana's getting 1 kill, getting 2 kills, and she might be able to get 3, but she's going to have to go golden as she's fallen shortly after that. Silas looking for something there. He's going to be hit by a lot of turrets. He's going to have to still be careful. Turrets still do hurt.
Oh.
And are they able to grab this one up? Uh-oh. Blitzcrank, that might not be it. And here comes the ulti from Silas. He's going golden, is going to be able to take that one down, and they're going to be onto the Nexus. They're going to be able to chip this one down. A couple more autos, and Apes together strong, taking the victory. Wow. Congratulations, Apes together strong, being the underdog in the story, losing the first game, but coming out on top and showing us how well you can perform in the next 2 games, doing the reverse sweep on TM26. What a great performance by them.
Yeah, Apes together did tremendous work in the last 2 games, just by limiting the mobility. They focused on vision, got the vision control, got all the objectives. They looked like a well-oiled machine. TM26 just looked like they went in too cocky and then demoralized after that first loss.
It's true. Just unfortunate to see, but end of the day, congratulations, Apes together strong. You performed extraordinarily well, above and beyond everyone's standards, and coming out on top as the Piltover division winners. I'm just actually hovering over the damage numbers now, and Silas is on top. He did not want to lose that game. He put his team on his back and then taking it home.
This is why I banned Silas in solo queue games.
Now, do you still have time to do another finals match? Because we might do another one if you have the availability.
Traffic is building up right now. We're gonna have to get that a little bit sooner.
Schedule a little later. I might be able to bring in a couple more casters for later on tonight, but as for now, we will be signing off. Thank you, Mirzad, for coming out and casting for me on this live match there. And thank you, CasualEAL community, for coming out. And we will all see you guys next time.